carrying 2 large pizzas up and down. So for today, I walked backwards for like 30 minutes, and now I'm doing like this Landmine farmer carry superset workout. For the first superset, I'm doing staggered Landmine deadlifts, 5 each way, standing in a staggered position, leaning against the Landmine and trying to go as deep as possible, staying on my toes on both my legs, switching legs after 5. Then for the farmer carry, using 2 60-pound kettlebells and walking up and down these short flight of stairs. But yeah, that's the theme of today's workout. Some different kind of landmine movement and some different kind of farmer carry, and just superset that for 5 sets each. Okay, so for the next superset, doing, I guess, sissy squat thrusters, or I don't know if it's exactly a sissy squat, but deep squats on the toes to a shoulder press, so it's a thruster. I'm going for 5 each side. Trying to use the force from the legs to go into the shoulder press. After 5 each side of that, the kind of farmer carry, I guess let's call it pizza box farmer carry, carrying 2 large pizzas up and down the stairs. But yeah, just as in the previous circuit, doing 5 sets of this. Yeah, let's see what happens next. So for the next superset, doing, I guess it's a clean and press, but with a rotation on the landmine. Looks like this. Going 5 each side. The backhand is trying to row and use that momentum to push. You don't necessarily have to move your feet, but you can. Yeah. Then, for the kind of farmer carries this set, I'm doing sandbag and kettlebell. This is when you get back home from a hard day's work and you're carrying a suitcase in one hand and I guess potatoes or something in the other. Switching sides on the top. But yeah, that's what's happening next. So for today's, or almost for today's, for my mobility thing today, I'm doing cable good mornings as usual. Keep your feet wide apart and toes pointed out. You kind of want to rotate your legs such that I guess it's resting on the outer side of the ankle. Then you should already feel a stretch in your groin. That's how wide you want your legs. And then slowly let the weight pull you forward while trying to keep neutral spine, which is neck in line with chest. And for the first rep, you'll probably feel really stiff. But slowly let it pull you forward. And the mental cue you want to give yourself is toes out and chest to floor. Find your threshold, hold it there, rotate your wrist for a little bit. Notice the difference in lat activation and shoulder activation as the shoulder rotates. And keep leaning forward, find your threshold, and then come back up. Each rep you should be able to go a little deeper, and at least that's what your goal should be. And feel free to play around with how your wrist is rotating at different points during the rep. And play around with like pulling the cable and jerking yourself forward a little. It helps loosen up the lower back and lats. Tucking your stomach in at the bottom can also help achieve greater depth and range of motion. I don't know if you can notice, but the depth that I got on the third rep versus the first rep is much greater, and it'll keep increasing as the reps go on. At every step of the way, I'm also taking into making sure that my legs are externally rotated. But yeah, 5 reps of this. That's what's for mobility now.